MJJC has just released a new foam cannon. This is from their S lineup. This is the S V3.0. And in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it compared to the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro V2, see what the differences are, see what the similarities are. I will say, guys, there's an awesome feature that I do really like about this thing. So let's get into it. So first things first, overall design characteristics of this thing, I love it. I really like the clear bottle and then the white and blue accents. I think it looks super clean. The bottle is taller than the Pro version 2 is, and not quite as wide, but still pretty wide. Now, I've been using this thing for the last couple days in my professional detailing business just to see how it works. And I have to say, I haven't seen a difference in performance between this one and the Pro V2. Now with that said, in the truck that I've been using, I have the Adams Pro pressure washer in there. So I'm running, between 1,000 and 1,200 PSI, and I'm getting up to that 2 gallons per minute mark. So with those numbers, even with a pretty bad foam cannon or a basic foam cannon, you're gonna get an increase in performance just because of the flow of that pressure washer. So in today's video, I'm going to do a direct comparison. We're gonna be trying this one out versus the Pro V2, and also throwing in the big mouth from Chemical Guys. This is readily available. You can get it at Walmart. It retails for about 90 to 100 bucks. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but it's not a cheap foam cannon. So we're gonna put these 3 up to a test. All of them have the 1.1 orifice inside of it, which is a smaller orifice, and I'm gonna be testing it using a Ryobi 1800 PSI, 1.2 GPM electric pressure washer. Again, not the most flow out of those, but you can still get really good foam when you're using the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, so I wanna compare it to these other 2. Now, as far as the packaging goes, it's also packaged very well. This is the new one here, the MJJC Foam Cannon S V3.0. And then this is the box for the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro V2. This is the latest and greatest of the Pro series. I personally, this is just personal preference. I personally like the packaging of the Pro better. I think it just looks a little more professional grade, but that's, again, who cares, it's just packaging. Now when you open up the box on the new one, very similar to the Pro V2. You get the head unit, you get the instruction manual, you get an extra orifice. So it comes with a 1.25 millimeter orifice installed in the unit already, and then it also comes with a spare 1.1. I personally use a 1.1 all the time, even when I'm using it with an Active 2.0 or Adams professional pressure washer, my Krenzla. Now I know with the Active 2.0, they say don't do that because it draws more on the machine. I do it, I haven't had any issues. I'm not saying you should, but I do, and I haven't had any issues. Now, a few of the key features that I really like about the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro is this. So you have a nice, very flexible straw, and then a weighted ball. So no matter how you're holding the foam cannon, the ball is staying in the solution, so you're not losing any foaming power. It also has a little filter in the end of it, and then you also have the ability to change your spray pattern, obviously, and you can also change it from vertical, so you can see the prongs are standing straight up, to horizontal, so when you're foaming down roofs or whatever, you're not losing a bunch of material over the end of the roof. Well, when we look at the new S V3, we got the same stuff here, guys. Now it's a nice blue tube, but the same very pliable material, same weighted ball, same filter in it, everything like that is all good to go. Also, you can change the spray pattern, and then you can also change from vertical to horizontal, just like on the Pro. Now, a big thing to consider is on the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, one of the key factors that I've found by looking at a bunch of different foam cannons is that this one comes with a 3-piece filter, which is basically a little steel mesh, a foam mesh, and then a steel mesh again. And I've thought, man, is that what makes this thing so much better? Because that's really all I can really find on the foam production side. And now for the new S-Line V3. S-Line is below the Pro line, guys, so I want to be clear about that. They have their basic, the S, and then the Pro is up top. But the new S V3 has that same exact filter. Now when you lay the head of these units down side by side, outside of the connection points, right, they look to be exactly the same. Obviously the straw on the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro is a little bit shorter, just because the bottle is a bit shorter. On the new one, again, the bottle's a bit taller, so the straw has to be a little bit longer. Now just to confirm my thought on that, guys, I went ahead and removed the cone on the front of the foam cannon, and as you can see, here's the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro V2, and here is the foam cannon, the S V3. And as you can see, they are identical. So my thought is that for this S V3, they basically took the head unit from the Pro V2 and put it onto a new bottle, and that is their new S 3.0. So like I said, the head unit, the actual foam production side of this thing, looks to be the same as the Pro V2. Let's go ahead and talk about the bottles now. On the new one, it's slightly narrower. As you can see, it's not as wide of a base. Also, the mouth of it is slightly smaller. So that one actually fits into the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro. I really, really like the design and size of this thing personally. Nice wide base, it doesn't want to tip over, and it's so wide on the mouth that it's easy to pour in your solution. With the new one, the SV3, it's still wide at the base. It's not quite as wide, but it's still wide. And then same thing with the mouth, guys. It's not as wide, but still wide enough that I don't think it's gonna be any issue unless you're just completely sloppy, you know. But in most cases, it's not like the MTM where it is a very, very small mouth, as you can see here, like that. Right? You don't have to worry about trying to deal with that kind of stuff. It's still a wider mouth opening. I'm gonna go ahead and take some quick measurements. If we look at the mouth, go here, it's about 1.5 inches. And on the Pro, it is 2 inches. So considerably bigger on the Pro. The base, on the other hand, is about 5 inches. And the base on the new V3 S is 4 inches, so you lose an inch there as well. So again, slightly higher percentage that it could fall over, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. It's still a pretty wide base, still seems nice and balanced. Now, one thing that I will note is the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, this one's unbranded. I had these a long time ago. All the ones I have now are branded. You can actually get these on my site. But there's no real area to grab onto the bottle itself. It has these nice kind of markings on the bottom, so you can hold it that way, and that's how I always do it. And then once the head's on, it's no issue at all. You just hold it by the head, right? The new bottle, however, is a cylinder, but it does have this little lump here, if you see, and that's kind of a hard edge. So you can actually kind of grab onto that and it makes it a little bit easier to hold. Not necessary, but it's cool that it's there, I guess. Also, it does have markings from 100 milliliters up to 1,000 milliliters, or approximately 33 ounces or something like that, as well as the same markings on the Pro. But here is the big update to this thing, and why I actually really, really like this is the new attachment point. So it's not a thread anymore like the old one was, or like every foam cannon is. It's actually this push-on system, and if you look really closely, I'm gonna try and get this to focus for you guys. I don't know if it will, come on, bud. But it has these two little gaskets here, the little rubberized gaskets, and they do recess in. I'm a little bit worried about those popping out, but I'm trying to pull them out, and they're recessed in enough that I don't think it's gonna be any issue. But as you can see, it's just this little edge here. So we just pop it on, right? It just sits on there, and then you just twist, and it'll securely bring itself down and seat down very, very easily. Same thing when you take it off. I'm not gonna lift it up. I'm just gonna twist it off, and you'll see it pushes itself up. Hang on, there, boom. So I'm gonna try and do that slower for you guys so you can actually see it better. I'm at the end of it, it's gonna start pushing itself up. There you go, off that edge. So it's very, very easy. You don't have to try and line up any threads. You simply pop it in, put it down, and twist it. It's very, very simple to use. Now, is this new attachment point a huge benefit, or is it gonna fail over time? Because especially with weight, it may wanna back off. But again, I don't see it doing that. It feels very, very secure, especially with those little gaskets on there, or O-rings essentially. It feels really, really good. Now, is that the biggest upgrade ever? No, because I have never had any issues with a traditional threaded system. Unless it's metal on plastic, then you can strip it out. But as long as it's plastic on plastic, like the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro is, I've never had an issue. But let's go ahead and talk about price, because there is a considerable price difference here. The MJJC Foam Cannon Pro I currently have on sale on my site for $74.95. And this new one is available on MJJC's site. Again, these are actually shipping from overseas, so you have to wait a while. I did speak to them directly. I will be bringing these in because I do see the benefit of this. I like this unit, and some people will just want a different color or whatever else. So I do have them coming in, but it will be a little bit of time. But they are on their way, so stay tuned for that, guys. But like I said, on MJJC's site, 90 bucks. So $15 more. Like I said, I really, really like the color combo on this. But it's hard to beat Old Faithful for me, guys. I've been using this thing forever, and that's really where this thing shines through, is that it gets better foam than everybody else, and it's cheaper. So I really love this thing. but I do want to state that the new one is awesome. It looks really, really good. Now let's go ahead and get into the side-by-side comparison so we can see if it performs just as well as the Pro, even with a lower PSI, lower GPM pressure washer. Okay, so for this test, we're going to be testing out 3 different foam cannons, one right after another. The first one's going to be the Big Mouth from Chemical Guys. The second one will be the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, and the next and the third one will be the new S V3. Now for the first test of that group, we're going to be using P&S Pearl Car Wash Shampoo. I'm going to be using 3 ounces in each of these. I'm actually going to fill up this one first, 3 ounces, fill the rest up with water, and then take this off, fill up the next bottle, test it, fill up the next bottle, test it. So we're using the same exact amount, zero concern of any dilution ratio being different because we're using the same exact stuff. And for the first one that I'm going to be spraying, I'm spraying it onto a wet panel. I made sure to wet down the panel so that it was consistent across the board. And we start off with the Big Mouth from Chemical Guys. As you guys can see here, I'm spraying it onto the panel, again, onto a wet panel, and it's pretty runny, right? Good coverage, but very, very runny. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the solution out of this one. I'm gonna rinse off the panel, take the solution out of this one, pour it into the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro, and test that one. So here we go again, we're spraying it onto the panel, and much, much more coverage. Still not a thick foam, right? Again, this soap is not known to be a super thick foam, but considerably thicker than the Chemical Guys one was, and it is getting a good amount of coverage. Again, building up more foam, and it does seem to have more consistent coverage. Now the last one, we're gonna take that same solution from the Pro and move it into the S and spray it onto the panel again. And here we go, guys, and as expected, we're getting just about the exact same performance out of the Pro and the S 3.0. Essentially, I mean, we're looking at the heads, right? And it looks to be the exact same thing. That's where it's generating the foam. So it makes sense to me that these are gonna get the same exact performance. I will personally say, I think that the S 3.0 in this test might be getting a slight bit more, but I think that's because this is a brand new unit, completely clean filters, versus this one I've been using every day for the last 3 months. So the filter's probably a little bit clogged up. Not enough for me to change it out, right? As you can see, it still gets fantastic foam. But I think, being fair, I think this one's being out a little bit because of that filter. That kind of makes sense of why it would be doing that. Okay, so test number 2 now. We're switching out that 3 ounces of the Pearl Car Wash Shampoo, and we're stepping it up to Adam's Mega Foam, guys. This is known to be the best foaming soap. This one and Max Shine's Ultra Foam, I believe, got similar performance, but this stuff foams a ton. We're gonna be adding 2 ounces into the first one, again, the Big Mouth, and then filling it up with water. Once we have that all set up, we're gonna test it, and here we go. We're spraying it back onto a wet panel once again, and definitely got an increase in foam production out of this one. Is it great? No, it's much, much better. It's about as good as the MJJC, both the MJJCs were, even with the lower foaming Pearl shampoo. So the Adams Mega Foam definitely did increase the foam, even out of a foam cannon that doesn't get as much as these two. But now we're gonna switch over, again, pour that solution right into the Pro, spray that onto the panel, and as you guys can see, crazy, crazy foam, super, super thick, shaving cream style foam. If you just spray it onto the panel, it just builds up and builds up and builds up and gets thicker and thicker. Crazy amount of foam out of this one. 2 ounces of product in the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro. And those are the results you really want. Even from an inexpensive Ryobi electric pressure washer. Again, 1800 PSI, 1.2 GPM rated, and it's getting fantastic, fantastic foam. Now for our final test, we'll take the solution out of this one, pour it into the new V3 and test it again. And once again, guys, as you can see here, just a ton of foam. Again, it's getting the same performance once again as the MJJC Pro V2. It's just getting tons and tons of thick shaving cream style foam, which is what I personally like. A lot of people say you don't need that much foam. I don't disagree with you. I just like it because it sticks onto the panel. It gives it a chance to really sit on there, let the soap do its work of lubricating the surface and also breaking down some of the contamination so you can rinse it away or go in for your contact wash. That's why I like so much foam personally. All right, guys, so there you have it. The new MJJC Foam Cannon S line 3.0. Again, base line from MJJC, then the S, then the Pro. But looks like for the V3, they just took the head from the Pro and put it on there so you have another option. Cool clear bottle, great colorway. I really like it. Again, it's not quite as wide, not as wide of a mouth opening for you to pour your product in. but very, very cool. Again, $75 available on my site, $90 on MJJC's site. So you got to decide what you want on the price. I will be bringing these in, guys. Again, I have them on order and they are coming. It's gonna be a little bit of time before they're here, but they are on the way. Now, my true personal opinion on these two, as a professional, performance-wise, I don't care. They both perform really, really well. I really like both of them. This one, I like the wideness of the bottle, and it's a little bit stubbier. It just feels like it's not in the way as much, even though this didn't feel like it's really in the way. I just like that it's more compact. But I have to say, the color combo and the clear bottle is super cool, and I really like the way it looks. So that's it for you guys. I hope that video helps you. Please make sure to like the video, make sure you subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and we will see you on the next one.